Well, I was curious enough to see the movie drop, and I've got to say, I was wrong, but I was also right in what I said in my video yesterday. I was wrong, and I'm not going to spoil anything here. I'm going to be very vague in what I say. If you don't care to see the movie, you can. Since it's out now, I'm sure you can find the spoilers somewhere. But I watched the preview, and I was sure that it had an anti-male message, and I was wrong on the specifics, but I'm still right. Uh, in fact, I'm more right than I even thought I would be. I was wrong as far as what specifically I was saying. What the prediction that I made was wrong. But I don't know if there's a way of saying this without. I'm still going to be vague, but I will say that the movie does affirm the notion that men who are unattractive and socially awkward are probably evil. Which is really that's more the kind of propaganda that they want to put out there. You know, that's much more in line with the propaganda that they want to put out there. So I was, I think you saw a lot of things. You see a lot of things in the preview, but there are certain things that you don't see. And having seen the whole movie, which is a movie that I recommend as far as entertainment value, I think it's well crafted. It kind of reminds me of a Brian De Palma movie, like some of these like elaborate thriller setups. These are sort of movies that Brian De Palma really specialized in. What's an example of that? Snake Eyes. That's not his most famous one, but he had a lot of. De Palma was very Hitchcock influenced, and there's he made a lot of suspense thrillers with a whole elaborate setup that are very atmospheric and suspense filled. That remind me of this. I would say more De Palma than Hitchcock, because Hitchcock is another animal entirely. So I liked the movie, but I will say, in my defense of not being right as far as thinking that the particular person that I singled out would be the villain, I am more right when I found in seeing who the actual villain turned out to be. I think we're being trained to hate on socially awkward, less attractive men, quote unquote incels, right? There's a big campaign against against so-called incels right now. They're not. You don't trust them. Don't trust an unattractive, socially awkward man, because he's probably evil. There you go. So yes, the movie sort of has pernicious propaganda, but at the same time, it's if you just go for the entertainment value of it, it's I think a well-made film. And aside from that one thing, there's not really much else that's objectionable as far as messaging goes. There's no None of the needless insertion of diversity or representation or anything like that. So kind of recommend it, but if you do, you don't have to see it. And if you're really burning to know what happens, look up the spoilers. But again, I'm right. Even though I was wrong, I'm right. And I'm more right than I even thought I was. Which is a pretty ballsy thing for me to say, I know, but look it up and you'll see what I mean.